Colin, a little hot take happy hour action here, but so Josh Allen's got the Bills to 7-2, first place in the AFC East. They're going to win the division, as you predicted. I had the Jets. Allen's been great. 3 touchdowns last week against the Dolphins. 2 of them came in the red zone, right? So former Bills coach Rex Ryan comes out and says, Josh Allen is the best red zone quarterback of all time. And, you know, I guess that's where we are in the media. Now, Josh Allen's numbers in the red zone have been phenomenal since 2020.
Is he wrong?
Well,
I think Rex Ryan may be right.
Well, okay, so
I think
you can't just, like, you couldn't punch into Google, give me the best red zone quarterback of all time. There isn't an answer for that. But Lamar Jackson certainly has to be up there. Cam Newton in his prime was a massive red zone threat.
Yeah, I mean,
basically anybody who's dual threat.
Yeah, I would say Josh Allen's certainly in the discussion.
He's in the discussion.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that doesn't. Do you see Rex Ryan said he'd take the Jets job if offered? Do you see that? That was on a show. I think Dan Patrick.
Can we get Mark Sanchez's comments on that? He spent some time with Rex.
Come on, don't beat up on him.
Listen, Josh Allen is phenomenal in the red zone. We know that. He's great. Since 2020, he's number 1 in pass yards, passing touchdowns, total touchdowns. Like, the guy's awesome in the red zone. We get that. But the best of all time?
I think he's in a short list.
Is it worth even saying?
Yeah, I think it is. We're talking about it, and it was on another network.
Well, I was going to be a little more harsh, but I was told, hey.
Settle down.
Yeah, I don't want to go after him like I went after Boomer Esiason, which got you all worked up, and Mad Dog Russo, and some of these meatballs on the East Coast.
Come on. J-Mac with a new.
Okay. Well, first off, kudos to Colin, because, yeah, he's not, you attack the take, not the person, which is what I always do, and I always emphasize, and, you know, that's what Colin's like, dude, just stop. But listen, hasn't Lamar Jackson been playing football during these years? So how are you going to say it's like Lamar Jackson if in the red zone he's doing it all? Doesn't really make sense. And Cam Newton, man, oh my God, get out. Cam Newton, get out of here with this nonsense. God, Cam Newton was a flash in the pan relative to what Josh Allen does. Josh Allen is an all-time great. Think about what he's been able to do with the red zone, despite having great weapons around him, consistent, healthy weapons around him, and despite having legitimately a great offensive mind. He has got a defensive head coach and a revolving door of offensive coordinators. And yet he's still able to do this. So, God, there's no qualifiers needed for Josh Allen. I mean, my God, he is great. Can you imagine if he had a legit offensive head coach, what he would also be able to do in the red zone, or just as a team, and, you know, as a quarterback in general? Imagine if he had Sean McVay, Kevin O'Connell. Look what Kevin O'Connell did for Sam Darnold. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? It is the thing that I talk about probably more than anything else on this channel, that people they refuse to accept, which is why I have to keep repeating it. Patrick Mahomes is significantly better because of Andy Reid. It is not to say that Patrick Mahomes still wouldn't be an all-time great, not unlike Josh Allen. But having Andy Reid as your head coach is going to significantly help you. Imagine if Josh Allen had Shanahan, Kevin O'Connell, McVay, Andy Reid, Kevin Stefanski, Shane Steichen. I mean, like, we don't even have to go with, like, the top of the top of the top. Anything but what he's had. My goodness. Seriously. And yet he still puts up numbers. He still gets wins. He's still that dude. So, yeah. The lack of understanding of how great and special Josh Allen is will go down as one of the most remarkable stories, narratives, takes, whatever, during this generation. Whenever this generation officially started, right? I don't know, 2016, 2017, 2018, I don't know. Probably when Tom Brady retired and Patrick Mahomes entered the conversation, you know, and with the new changes to offensive and defensive rules and whatnot. The lack of understanding of how elite and special Josh Allen is. Like, people say, like, oh, Josh Allen's just like, you know, and they start naming other quarterbacks who were pretty good but didn't win, right? And it's like, guys, that's not who Josh Allen is. like he's not just one of these quarterbacks who was like, oh yeah, pretty good, was competitive throughout the years, but could never win the big game, right? That's not who he is. He is an elite talent. An elite talent. Please let me know. And again, this is now over years and years and years. Please let me know what average quarterback or what good quarterback does that. A quarterback who's just like, oh, you know, they're pretty competitive. You know, Alex Smith had some pretty good years too. Right? Josh Allen is not Alex Smith. He's just not. Okay? So the fact that people want to downplay Josh Allen's greatness, to me, is just, it has to be one of the more frustrating things ever. You're gonna put Cam Newton in there? Oh my God, come on, man. Cam Newton. And I'm not trying to say that Cam Newton is bad, or that he wasn't special, that he didn't have his moments. He didn't have the sustainability of what Josh Allen has been able to do. Seriously. I mean, Cam Newton's really hanging on that 1 year that he had. He really is. Wasn't that his only year with a winning record, or never had back-to-back winning seasons? I forget whatever that stat is, honestly. Just crazy, honestly. It's the madness of the conversation around Josh Allen never ceases to surprise me. That if someone like Rex Ryan makes this, it's just considered buffoonery, ridiculous, absurd. Why even make that statement? Why not? Why not? Are we not supposed to compliment Josh Allen? If someone said that about Patrick Mahomes, would people be having this issue about it? No, they wouldn't. But it's a fact that it's Josh Allen. Well, now it's a problem. Now we got to start to enter other names into the conversation. Come on. Come on. Why do we do this every single time? Doesn't make any sense to me. None. Stop questioning greatness when it's staring at you right in the face. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Josh Allen being the best red zone QB of all time? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I'd absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and see you next time.